Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Nash Botolo here. Welcome back to a brand new video here, and today I'm with ZTech99 here, the co-host, and I am your main host here, Nash Botolo here, and today we are in episode 4, but before we go into episode 4, please hit the like button and subscribe for more low content in the future, and you'll not regret one single bit. So yeah, let's get into it, but yeah, so you think, oh, no, mate. How you going there, mate?
Yeah, I'm going alright. How about you?
Yeah, going good, man. But anyways, enough chit chatty. Let's crunch into it. All right. So we are going to go into the first topic discussion that we're going to talk about, which is usually round 15, which uh, we're going to do right now. So round 15 game, St. George Illawarra Dragons versus South Sydney Rabbitohs. So this game was pretty one-sided. I was actually pretty disappointed. I actually tipped South Sydney for this one, but my oh my, South Sydney in the first half were absolutely uh, 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 dishonorable and all that. It was just absolutely just embarrassing. Ben Hunt was absolutely just incredible there. Raviala was also everywhere as well. So yeah, the Dragons, man, they kept to like completing sets, and they kept to like getting more position. Kept to like forcing South Sydney much more errors. I thought Cody Walker, he was a bit quiet there on tonight, and South Sydney, you know. Dragons were like busy, uh, like, like scoring tries and that. And South Sydney, they barely even had the ball yet, and it's like, well, the Dragons uh, didn't want to like surrender or even like give up the momentum that they had there down there at 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 Wollongong. So yeah, but yeah, man, I didn't really like watch into it that much. It was not the best game in the first half, but my Sully, Lomax, everyone in the first half was absolutely just incredible. But South Sydney, man, they didn't turn up. 32 points at halftime, but St George actually were 12 points down in the second half. So yeah, yeah, South Sydney scored 12 and St George didn't score none. It was quite similar to the other game that we're going to review later on in the episode. So yeah, Z-Tech 9, what's your thoughts in this game, mate?
Like uh, like you said, I mean, like, I also tipped South Sydney, and just the Dragons just
Yeah.
came out firing. It's really, it's. I am very much liking the Dragons at the moment. I definitely feel like they are able to like sneak into the finals. Like I know there's a bunch of teams, like there has been for the
Mm.
last couple of years, like about 5 or 6 teams going for like the last 2 spots, but
Yeah, especially with coaching issues and this and that, and say border, confused of leading the direction for the club in the future. I mean, it, they do have a pretty good uh, young development system, but yeah, with the amount of like the players that have brought like Aaron Woods or like friend Francis Molo. Some people say they were a bit mixed. You know, George Burgess. Uh, that was a pretty big buy as what everyone's seen it. But everyone's seen who was the signing? Mozambique making not that much sense, but he finally got put inside on where he was actually supposed to be, and that was the bench, which I'm happy that um do- doesn't start anymore. I'm happy that he's on the bench. Yes, he can play, fullback, at 5'8", even though he might not be the best, hooker and this and that, but uh, he is somehow still reliable there with some experience. So yeah, I'm happy that he is being dropped in the bench, and I think it's pretty, and I think it's a good the good of it for the Dragons themselves, especially a win over South Sydney.
Yep, very much. It's just it's Dragons are just it's weird. It's like South Sydney and like it's a few other clubs. It's like South and even like the Roosters are probably Manly. It's like they're very
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
to
yeah,
predict and what's gonna happen.
yeah. Especially the Warriors as well. Yeah. Uh, what will be your top three best players from this match, mate?
Uh Top three, I think probably be I think number one for me would probably be I think Zach Lomax had a fairly decent fairly decent game. I mean, all of the Dragons players did. I'd probably put Ravalawa in second and Ben Hunt in third, but all three you could ask like different people and it'd be all completely different. It's just how good the Dragons were in that
Yeah,
match.
yeah. Yeah, everyone there, the team, had the energy there, for the Dragons, attacking sets and that. And I'm gonna have to go someone with you, mate. I can't pick anyone better than better than those three. And yeah, let's move on. So on the Friday night game, I actually watched this a bit while I was actually at bowling with my dad and my sisters and that. So I watched a bit of it, but man, the man, I actually tipped Manly to uh, to get the upset. They were close. They
Yeah.
were close, but I did not expect a high scoring game from both his teams here. Especially with the Cowboys not having a good record down here in New South Wales, and yeah, man, Manly, they were pretty good. Uh, cannot believe that the Cowboys can see against Lock and Croker. Our for the people, you can see against Lock and Croker twice. Like who the fuck can like sees against him twice? Man, like I know he was good last season, but man, oh man, I gotta say the Cowboys defensive. You know, he got one lucky try there, Lock and Croker, uh, off there from Olakawatu, I think it was. Uh, yeah. And then obviously, by the last minute of it, Cowboys win it there with Valentine Holmes. Uh, I think he intercepts it or he finds a line break. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Manly knock it on and
To
then he picks the ball up and then he runs past
oh
everyone.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was I did see, yeah, I seen a try. Yeah, I remember that. And he ran about like nearly 80 meters to actually score that one. It was fantastic, and that's why he's the best man there for Queensland at the moment. But yeah, what's thoughts on this game, mate?
Um, like that's like the first like 25 minutes in that second half for Manly were just brilliant. They were like because I remember it was Kieran Foran went off for a HIA and basically Croker had to come in as the secondary kicker and he was brilliant. He was kicked a 40-20, then the next set he scores for Manly. He set
Fuck.
and then he grubber kicked it to himself to get the second try and it's like it was just a fantastic performance. And then for some reason the Cowboys mount probably one of the best comebacks in in relative recently. I mean, with
Yeah, with 7 minutes uh,
yeah
left to go.
yeah 7.5 to go, it was 26-12, and then 4.5 minutes remaining, it was 26-28. It's I just don't know what happened. It was
Oh, incredible, man.
yeah
Incredible. Cannot believe it, but fucking Cowboys. Uh, they made me two. They made me own two there. From tips, but not to worry.
Yep.
It gets much more positive. Uh, in the next match. But before we go, top three best players from this match, mate.
I've got to go Valentine Holmes number one. I mean,
Yeah, me too, man.
he's brilliant. Number two,
Maybe
yep.
Chet Townsend, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, you can definitely make a case there. Townsend did also go pretty good under the pump. My number two, I mean, Lachlan Croker. Obviously, the Cowboys' comeback did kind of wash
Hmm.
over what he did, but he had a brilliant second half, and I probably put
Yeah, that's possibly his best match in quite a while, man.
yeah, and I'll chuck Chad Townsend in as well.
Yeah,
I mean, one of the best halfbacks in the
yeah,
game.
yeah. I'll possibly go the same thing as yours. Like uh, like as I said before, I wasn't really like watching the full game, so I can't really judge from it too much.
Mm.
But to I haven't really like watched a lot of these games to be honest, bro, because I've been mostly like busy over
Yeah.
the weekend. I had like a wedding on for my cousin and that, so
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah. I could. I mean, I think the only games that I possibly watched was obviously it was the Roosters match. Uh, I was watching your boys. The Knights and the Rays one. Getting up there a bit, but we'll go there later on.
yeah.
But I also did watch uh, the full length of the Bulldogs and the Tigers and the Tigers game, which was another match that I really love. That I really enjoyed watching. Uh, but yeah. Uh, so I do apologize if I'm not going to go into too much depth into these more games. So uh, yeah, you take you might have to help me out here a little bit. So
No, it's all right.
yeah. Uh righty. So Storm, rightio. Hughes was pretty good. Actually, this game was had a controversial figure to it. Oh man. So I think it was Jerome Hughes who made that pass onto. So no, I think it was Jerome Hughes who, on the 30th minute, right? I think, or it might have been Hughes to Dean Rima. I'm not sure. Uh, I seen I seen it live, and I gotta say, man, it looked forward for me. Do you think um it was a full pass, bro?
Yeah, I looking back at it because there was I think there was two wasn't there two tries
Yeah,
that
there
were able
was
to set
two.
up.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
and uh, I'm a good mate of mine, Justin, uh, a very big Broncos supporter. I was not happy on it. I just seen it on his story, and he was not happy, man. He was not happy because like people on Discord and this and that on my Discord said like, "Oh, that wasn't four passes." What the hell?
yeah.
Like, what type of weed? Like you smoking, man? Like, no, man. Good old refs. Helping up. Helping up. Storm winning once again. But I. Do you reckon the Broncos were robbed from this match, mate?
Um, I mean, you could definitely make a case for that. I mean, obviously, it was only a 12 point difference. I don't know. This was also I think this was one of the few games I have watched a bit of it, but I did watch it completely. So I mean, who
Hmm.
knows? But I mean, it did obviously. If Melbourne went on to dominate Brisbane, then probably not. But because of being like that close, I would probably have to say that yeah, there is the controversy is definitely warranted in this case.
Yeah. Hmm. Alrighty. Well, since it's not not that much to really talk about. I'm just possibly give you your top three, and we can quickly move on.
So top three. I'm just in from one of the Brisbane players, Corey Oates. I think is
Mm,
definitely deserves to
yeah,
be up there. I
yeah, well
mean,
deserved.
getting the first two tries. Nick Meaney, I think also does deserve a shout as well.
Okay,
2 tries, 180 meters. That's fairly decent from him. I'm struggling to think of a third player.
mate. What about Jerome Hughes? I'm surprised that you haven't
Yeah,
given him
yeah, yeah.
in the top three.
Yep, that
Yeah,
was
Hughes was class for me.
yeah,
I reckon even though Hughes was part of the controversy, I would go for Jerome Hughes. I made the match for me. Number two, I'll go with Corey Oates. I think I think I think saw a couple tries from him. He was absolutely fantastic. Number three, hmm, you know what? Hmm. Yeah, I'll go with Nick Meaney, bro. Yeah,
yep.
I I was gonna I was gonna go with my man, but yeah, I can't go past Meaney, man. Can't go past him. But yeah, let's move on to the next match. On to the Sharks and the Titans. Another match that I didn't even watch it all, so you might have to go through this yourself, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. I did watch this match. The match is kind of how I would have expected it. It's obviously like with Cronulla being in the top eight and the Titans being last, a lot of people probably would have expected this to be a bit of a blowout, but a lot of the Titans matches have actually been like relatively close when they take on big teams. It's I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
it's like the bigger team playing down to their level or whatever, but yeah, it was a very shaky game, especially the second half. But Sione Katoa getting the first try within 10 minutes uh, for the
Yeah,
Sharks. It was
yeah,
very
yeah.
windy up at Coffs, so there was not a lot of goal
Oh shit.
kicking. And then Matt Moylan went
Hmm.
over. This was passed straight through the line. It was a very
Matt
weak
Mullen went
defense
over.
there.
Far out, man.
And then 3 minutes later, Bo Fermor uh, just gets on a run and runs about 60 meters as a forward, and then which made it 10 points to 6. And then Greg Marju going over a couple of minutes later, making it.
Yeah. Hmm.
And then it stayed like that for about 15 minutes going into half time, and then Blake Brayley going over 5 minutes into the second half, and just a penalty goal in the last 20 minutes, and then it was just a bit of ropes attack from both teams. The last 20 minutes, it wasn't a good game to watch, but I mean the Sharks didn't play well, but they were able to scrape out the win. So it was, I mean, it's what they came to do. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's
expected this to be a pretty high scoring game, and it was pretty close. A lot of people had the Sharks as a blowout, and I didn't. I actually thought the Titans might actually become a good chance here. Uh, but yeah, wow. Yeah, it looked like it was not. It was average. I'll say, but yeah. Are your top three best players from this match, mate?
number one, I'm gonna go with Nico Hines. I mean, from what he
Hmm.
was able to control, he did do it very well, and he was for most of the kicking, he did fairly well with most of the kicks being in the sun. Number two, I'm gonna go with Bo Fermor for the Titans. I
Yeah.
think I
Mm.
don't know. It's just something about him. It's just like he's a second rower, but he runs like really well. Gets through a lot of line breaks, and I think he thoroughly deserves his Origin call up for the Queensland squad.
Yeah.
And number
Yeah.
three, I'm gonna go with Sione Katoa. I mean,
Yeah, Son Katoa. Yeah,
Very good with them. 173 run
oh, he's been
meters.
absolutely amazing, amazing man.
Second
And
only
I
to Tatum.
believe, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'll go same one. I'll with you, bro. All right, so let's move on into the next match. Is my team? So no, my bad. Is the Warriors and the Panthers, and I did see a score, and it looked pretty similar to what was from Hart last week. Let's be honest. So another one-sided game. So Saturday was looking so far. Saturday reviewing right now is looking dead, but yeah, it looks like there's nothing much to really talk about here. But um, yeah, man, Panthers too good. Like, like what was like on the Warriors' defense and the discipline towards the Panthers here? Because I know I know that Stacey Jones, full time coach that is like not doing the best in that, and I know there has been rumors that Christian Wolf from St. Helens is actually possibly rumored to actually go to the Warriors, which I'm not sure why. Wolf he will leave such a successful club like
Yeah.
St. Helens and go to a team like the Warriors, which have been absolutely inconsistent. And not only that, I mean, like he's going to be traveling not only from England to the NRL but also to New Zealand. I mean, is there much of a is there much of a difference there? So, I mean, I don't really know, but yeah, the Warriors at the moment, I think they might get back in form. Maybe, hopefully, once they get back to Mount Smart Stadium, before that momentum there, throughout the crowd. Because man, the man, every single Warriors game, I always notice there's always like supporters there playing the drums in the background and that, and it's just really just very 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 passionate there from the Warriors fans, and I have seen the ups and downs, and I know the fans that that have been that much like frustrated, such as like I'm hold the ball Warriors fanatics, and I don't blame him, man. Like I really feel it for the Warriors, man. And I'm pretty sure every single person out there uh has the Warriors as a second favorite team. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. So yeah, sorry if I'm going a bit off topic, but yeah, what really went wrong there for the Warriors for this match.
The thing is, so it was kind of weird this match because judging from how Penrith were, though the score obviously says 40 points to 6, Penrith were very sloppy in this game. They were making constant mistakes. So like they kept on losing the ball, and they kept like a fair amount of penalties and set restarts over to the Warriors. It's just the Warriors
Well, the
defense
Warriors
line.
made but like uh, no offloads to be fair, and they made multiple passes. So
Yeah.
they weren't bad there in attack there, Warriors. No, they made the Warriors. They made 21 kicks. They made 691 kicking meters. They forced three dropouts and kick defusal. And they made one. And they made one. For 20. So they were giving it. So they were giving it the best shot, but
Yeah.
the Panthers' defense was just absolutely just
Yeah.
amazing. And they just do that throughout week by week. So defensively for the Warriors, as I've said right here, they've missed 30 tackles and Penrith have only missed 15, and that's how good the Panthers' defense is. And the Warriors, wow, 30 missed tackles. That is absolutely just shocking, shocking. Yeah, the Panthers made 11 errors there, made 8 penalties. Uh, but yeah, it's a pretty weird match. Um, I mentioned that before, and I can't believe that you know that reflects on the scoreboard. But to be fair, all that once you give that momentum, and you're just missing that many tackles, you're just giving too much space there for Dylan Edwards, Nathan Cleary, Brian Toho, you name it, and the momentum just fucking
Yeah,
see you later. And the Warriors, they just uh they just gave up, and it was just an absolute shite show.
mm.
I should sum it up, but yeah, quickly, mate. Three best players I'm on this game.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Brian Toto. I mean, a good return to form for him. 270 meters, two tries.
Mm,
I'm gonna go with Dylan Edwards at number two again. Just yeah, you could just name the
yeah,
entire Penrith team and number three, I'm gonna go with Cleary because he definitely with his kicking game definitely targeted
yeah.
the Warriors players. So even if they Warriors did
Do
get
you reckon? Sorry, mate. Do you reckon he has improved from game one, mate? That Cleary as well,
yeah,
because
I think he's
it
improved.
wasn't. Yeah, it was pretty off there from game one, and in my opinion, Jerome Luai uh, was much more better half than what Nathan Cleary was in game one. So, do you reckon Cleary was playing better than Luai in this game, in your personal opinion?
Yeah, I think he definitely did played better in this game.
Yeah,
So hopefully for Blues fans, he is able to continue him sort of coming back to form.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully, hopefully. But yeah. My best three. I'll probably go with Brian Toho, and I'll go with Nev Cleary there. Who else there? Let's go with who else did pretty good. I'll go with Dylan Edwards there. Absolutely fantastic there once again. Proving that he's still a future there for New South Wales. And I'll keep saying it, but yes, he will be the future fullback there for New South Wales. I mean, Matt Burton, he has been named, but we'll go into that much more later. But
Yeah.
yeah, absolute show here up there at Redcliffe. But anyways, let's move on for my team. Finally, hang on a sec. Yeah, my team. The Eels and the Roosters. Absolute blockbuster game. This was. I was actually tipping us to actually win by 2 points by 80.16. My confidence wasn't having any any high hopes there from last week, and I do want to apologize if I was overreacting from our last episode. So as a promo fan, listen, look, I, I'm not a fake fan. I'm not a fraud. Shout out to Robbie the History. Yes, I know that he's questioned me. Was like getting angry, calling us that we were doing worse than the Warriors and the Tigers. And I know that uh, other teams have it for the worst. And I know Tigers haven't played finals since 2011, but they have won the premiership. And it's not. It's just that it's a really. It's just for a club that that's like giving you so much high expectations, right? To say, oh, we're gonna do this for you. Oh, we're gonna bring you home. Uh, Blue Boy Army. Yeah, Para. Uh, let's do it. It just absolutely just choke it throughout their DNA, and yeah, man. This performance, I am so glad that we actually played exactly on how we were against Mel Storm and the Penrith Panthers, and Marcus Silva absolutely beast. Uh, he beat he beat two people there, especially Lindsay Collins. As from my as from sorry no, he beaten just Manu and Lindsay Collins there, and just made a couple of a good beats there, just to fend off those two players there, and absolute just fantastic performance there from our forwards there, from throughout Rimani, Sean Lane, Dylan Brown. I thought Moses had a slightly much more better game, but I thought Gutherson uh, absolutely did much more better than what I did. Uh, one of Blake, sorry, no, the goat, aka uh, Wacker Blake himself, uh, was pretty good as well. Uh, and his defense was good. And I know a lot of you haters out there want to compare him to Tom Opacek. Stop comparing Wanda Blake to the overrated shithead Tom Opacek. Even though Tom Opacek did a couple of good games, which he has left to the Super League, uh, I needed to mention there. But yeah, uh, offloads absolutely amazing. We kept keeping the ball alive there, and we did that throughout the Melbourne Storm and throughout the Parent Panthers. And that's the thing, I'm always expecting. And after the game, Clint Gutherson finally realizes on how inconsistent we are, and finally, is this the moment after when as they take 99 that the Eels can finally play like this, but much more better, even though we didn't score in the second half, which is gonna say was disappointing. But at least we held on there in the end. The Roosters attack there was just absolutely just crap. I I just gotta stay out there, but man to man, so you think 99 can the Eels play consistent like this, but better every single week from now on, especially in the finals and possibly towards the grand final. Hopefully, if we do.
I mean, if they play like they did, obviously there was a little bit of maybe a little bit of issues in the game against the Roosters, but honestly, yeah, they can definitely build from this because their next couple of games, I mean, they're like, for example, next like round 16 they play against the Rabbitohs, who have Rabbitohs are all over the place currently in terms of form. They play
Yeah,
the Tigers at Leichhardt. The Tigers are I mean, they're bottom of the table. I know they're sec. Are they bottom of the? I think they are actually. No, the
they
Tigers
are.
would
They
still.
are.
Oh, they are.
They
Okay.
they are.
Then
Yeah,
you
they
play
are.
the Warriors in Sydney, and again you don't know, the Warriors might have a big bit of form.
We do have a good record. I'm against Warriors. Actually. So, but in the past, throughout the last couple of seasons, yes, they have came close. I think the last time we versus the Warriors, it was actually pretty. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I think it was when Sivo absolutely bandizzled Kevin Marlowe there, I believe. So yeah, the Warriors they can't they can come firing in the first couple of minutes, so we do need to watch out for them early on in the first half. So, but hopefully, from this from this type of performance, that won't happen. So, yeah, are you saying, mate?
I
Before,
feel like with
yeah,
those three games they can definitely build up a good level of consistency, and then round 19 is when they have a
mm,
proper test when they play Brisbane at Combank. So that'll be like they build up over the next 3 weeks,
yeah,
and that will be the test to see where they are, if they can go for a
yeah. We
push.
haven't lost. Yep, and we haven't lost against the Broncos. I do want to give out a pretty uh, fun stat about that. The Penrith Eels haven't lost against the Broncos since it was round 19. It was in 2019 when we lost to them in Golden Point, 19
Oh
points.
yeah.
So no, it was 17 points to 16, and yeah, yeah, the Broncos haven't beaten us in about like 3 years. So there was lately that have been a bit of a bogey team against the Broncos. So is this time maybe in the next couple of rounds maybe the Broncos can uh break the voodoo, but I'm sure that we're not gonna that, we're not going to let that happen. So hopefully we don't and we can't, man. Because for us to win premiership, we need to play like this, but better throughout every single week. No fucking excuses at all. All right. I'm sick and tired of people of his players saying, "Oh yeah, we didn't show up this and that." It, like it's not enough, man. Like I've been waiting for 35 years. So no, I mean the fan base itself has been waiting for 35 years, and yet there's players like Ray Price, uh, Ray Ray Price, Peter Sturlo, Brett Kennedy. They're all sick and tired of like talking about the '96 premiership and all of that. You know what? I don't blame them. Uh, I don't blame them. Ray Price isn't even that much impressive of the club's direction at all at the moment. So yeah, this is your last chance, boys. But this is another thing I gotta say about next game. I'm against South Sydney. Uh, so I lost against the Bulldogs there at of course Stadium was pretty bad, but over the last couple of years, right, our history there at of course Stadium, or whatever we call it, like AZ,
Yeah.
whether we tend to not win by 30 plus there at of course Stadium, and it's quite a bit weird. So we definitely cannot take the we cannot definitely can't take Celtic Brothers there lightly, especially with our history there. Of course, saying they're being quite weird, quite odd. So yeah, but yeah, my top three best players from this match. I gotta say number one. Um, hmm. You know what? I think man of the match for me will be June Paulo. He's made 229 roamers there, absolutely incredible there. So they'll go back to him. I'm up and form there. Going good there. Going to game two. So hopefully he will go absolutely brilliant there. Um, Number two, I'll just go with Mitch Moses there. He had about like five attempts there for a conversion. Uh, mm, yeah, I'll go with Mitch Moses there. Number three, I will go with who else? Ooh. Number three, who I'm going to go with? I'll go with Clint Gutherson. Absolutely brilliant there. He's made 67 kick return meters there, 100, 153 more run meters there, and uh, one line one line break, one try assist, and yeah, man, uh, he was everywhere. Getting the team, getting the communication as what a captain should be doing, and hopefully, as a captain for himself, he can now realize that we can't make excuses, and the pressures I'm on him and also June Polo as vice captain to make sure that the team plays like this, but much more better consistently every single week. And I'm watching you. I'm watching you. All right, boys. Like, come on, man. It's not that hard, man. Like, I can play better than that every single week, consistently throughout week by week. and A capping, But anyways, as he take 99, mate. Uh, which top three are best players from this match, mate?
I'm gonna go with like you said, I'm gonna go number one being Junior Paula. I mean, those running me's ridiculous. I'm gonna go with Marcus Sevo at number two. I think he had a
Hmm.
very solid game, and number three I'll go with Regan Campbell Gillard.
Oh shit! I heard a sec, bro. I forgot to. I did mention Mike Seaver there in my top three. Sorry about that. So I'll go through my top three again. Sorry about that, mate. So
That's all good.
my top three, yeah, I forgot about Sevo. So number one, Sevo. Number two is Junior Polo, and number three, you might change him maybe. Uh, no, I'll keep it as Moses. Yeah, keep it as Moses. Yeah. No, you know what? Stuff it. I'm gonna go with a bold pick here. I'm actually gonna go with number three here for for Von Vonner Blake.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely fantastic there in defense. And yeah, man, fantastic. You were saying your top three there, mate. Sorry to interrupt you there.
No, yeah, it was Junior Paul at number one, Marcus Sevo number two, and Regan Campbell Gillard at number three.
Hmm. Alrighty. I'm quite surprised they didn't pick Justice Wally in there, even though he was the only try scorer there. He was
Yeah.
pretty good there. Again, uh, yeah, so Wally uh scored two tries there. Got 134 rain meters there, and got three line breaks, 10 tackle breaks, and man, oh man, yeah, yeah. I'm quite surprised that you didn't mention Josh Wally there
Mm.
in in your top three, but no, it's all good, mate. But yeah, yeah. Let's move on into the next match. Uh, alrighty, the Canberra Raiders.
Mm.
Your
Uh,
team, mate. So I didn't watch this match. So you know what, mate? Uh, go out, mate.
oh, I fucking hate this
Like
one.
it's
I
yours.
hate this. So usually with when we played, because remember when we played the Canberra Raiders last year, they got out to a hot start, and then the second half we
Hmm.
came back. I suspected the same thing. So when the Raiders went up, I think it was 14-0. So they got Kotrick,
Yep.
Tomoko, and Savage.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, could be worse. Kurtman gets a try before halftime. I'm like, yes, we've got the momentum. Matt Croker scores.
Yes.
We go. I think we go like by about just below. I think it was like 2 points. Edric Lee scores. And then 50 minutes to go. We're up by four, and then or had a try tonight, which would have been I think it would have been I think it would have been an Ari Tuala, but Laman's there, and then so the Knights just the one thing the Knights definitely can't do is like they can't put a game to bed well. Like I know they haven't had
Hmm.
many opportunities to try to put games to bed, but they just kept giving
Yeah.
away slopping penalties to Canberra in like the last 5 to 10 minutes, which gave them ample field position. And then, out of all people, Hudson Young, with 2 minutes to go, decides, you know what, I'm just gonna grub a kick myself because he notices that Kalen Ponga is out of position at
Yeah.
fullback, goes through,
Yeah.
no one touches him, and scores probably one of the
One touches
easiest
him.
tries to win the
Oh,
game for
mate.
Canberra. It's I was
Fuck.
getting notifications for the first half, and then I went to a pub with my mates for the second half, and it's just ridiculous. It's like a game we should have put to bed, and yet we just like put the foot off the brake and we let Canberra back in. We only the Knights could unfade the faders. It's like it's just painful. It's
Oh man, Newcastle, man.
It's
They
just
were so close. I actually cannot believe the guys were actually going to cause an upset.
yeah.
But ah, wow.
Yeah, the thing was though, a couple of weeks
To be
ago,
honest,
uh,
yeah.
I was actually thinking of going to this game, and I'm glad I didn't because I definitely didn't want to take the
Mm,
trip home from Canberra after a performance like that. Sorry, sorry. Yeah, go on.
yeah, nah. Yeah, I could not. Yeah, if I was a Newcastle Knights fan, I'm looking at this saying, fuck, this is painful, man. This is oh my God. Man, oh man, this is like giving me back to 2015 vibes. When we actually versus Raiders back in round 26, where we actually choked it there. The fall for the dummy there. Not sure who it was there, but Parramatta they lost against Canberra there. It was 20. I don't know. It was 20. It was what was it? It was uh what was it? It was what was it again? It was 28 points to 24 we lost to them, I believe.
Mm,
Uh a dummy there. We fought for it in the last couple minutes and this yeah, this was yeah, Hosseon's grab a kick there for the try. That's what's kind of remind me there. So
yeah.
you're not the only one that had to experience the type of pain. I've seen many other teams, going through this, but
The thing,
Newcastle, oh man,
the thing is that this isn't even the first time that Canberra have done this to us. Like they've done it to us a few times. It's even in Canberra. It's just, and the one thing that made me even more pissed off is because I made the discovery about Grant Anderson, the guy who debuted for Melbourne against the Roosters.
yes, yeah,
Um, I did some research. Oh, it was for another thing. I was looking up for like some like Newcastle Rugby League stuff, and turns out
hmm.
not only is Grant Anderson from Newcastle, he played in the Newcastle Rugby League system, and the Knights didn't want him. And it's just like,
What?
yeah, and it's because one of my
I didn't know
mates
that.
is mates
Wow,
with his brother, and it's like because they all play for the Central Newcastle club, and it's just the amount of times
fuck,
it's like
man.
the Knights of like Newcastle like makes like a considerable amount of good players for the NRL, but the Knights just don't use them, and it's like they all go to like different
Yeah,
clubs and succeed. Like I remember Michael Ennis was from Newcastle, but because Danny Badiris was the hooker, the Knights didn't want him, and then he became. I think he went to the Bulldogs, and though I didn't like
yeah,
him as a player, he became one of the best hookers in the game, and it's like you could probably make a team
yeah,
like a team of like Knights players the Knights didn't pick up, and they would probably go on to win the grand final. It's just it's frustrating. It's like I've heard it from every
yeah. You
any
guys could have been bloody 2001 Newcastle Knights form
no.
again, but unfortunately, uh, throughout uh, last couple of years, you've been hitting up with three wooden spoons. One from 2017, so one from 2015, one from 2016, one from 2017. Three wooden spoons in a row. Oh my God!
Oh, it's just
Wow.
uh and the weird thing is though, it's like obviously like a lot of Knights fans are pissed off at the club, like because there's like I've heard from like tweets about how from like the administrative side from it, it's an absolute circus. But the problem is though, it's like the Knights mean too much to Newcastle that it's like we won't go
Yeah.
away. It's like the Knights Penrith game had 21,000 people there. Like that's like obviously a few Penrith fans would have come up for the game, but still that's what Penrith are getting, and they're the best team in the comp at the moment. It's like the fans show up. but it's just the club doesn't, unfortunately.
Yeah. Alrighty. Even though you might not be bothered with this, mate. What's your top three best picks there for this match?
Number one for me, Joseph Tarpany. He had a fantastic game to say the least.
Alrighty.
From the Raiders side. Number two, I'd probably go Papa Lee. Those two, the props for Canberra were they really controlled the game there when it looked like the Knights were going to come into it. They kept their cool and played brilliantly. Um, Number three, I'll probably just have to give it to Hudson Young. I mean, for for a number 17, for a number 11, sorry, for a second rower to think, yeah, I'll do this, and it works, and he wins the game for Canberra. I mean, I got to give respect to that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go the same thing as yours, mate. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on into the next match. So last match of the round, and then we will go on to the next uh discussion. So we have got the Carring Basin Bulldogs versus the West Tigers. Yes, and yes, I have watched the game. It was absolutely fantastic. Matt Burton, as always, has been absolutely just fantastic once again. Jeremy Marshall King out of there in dummy half was a fantastic, and I saw a try there from from our from our Scully. He didn't even need Joshua Carr.
Mm.
That's how bad the West Tigers defense was, man. At the middle, throughout uh, the edges there. They're absolutely fantastic the Bulldogs, and I'm not surprised, especially coming off from a absolute impressive win there against my team, their rivals. And Jake Averillo, he's had another fantastic game there at fullback, and I can't believe that while Jake Averillo shifting from halfback to fullback now has done an absolute outstanding job there for the Bulldogs there, getting a double there. The Tigers, they did they were fighting the way there early on in the first half, but second half they did absolutely fuck all. So yeah, man. Paul Morgan was close to scoring a try there, but the Bulldogs just too class. Joshua Carr, yeah. Uh, let's try it, man. But yeah. What's your thoughts on this match, mate?
uh, I don't know what, like, obviously with hindsight this sentence is going to sound poorly, but I just thought that the Bulldogs last week was like I wouldn't say a fluke, but it was like a one off, and I tipped the Tigers, and it clearly wasn't a fluke or a one off.
No.
It was a brilliant performance by the Bulldogs. They're finally switched on.
Yeah, especially getting rid of the rest coach there. It's been absolutely. I think all the problems uh have been fixed there, and all the headache there has been finally been classed there. But Cole Flanagan, has he really done much? I didn't really see him do that much there. Cole Flanagan, he didn't do that much, but he doesn't really need to Cole Flanagan, to be honest. But Matt Burton was taking charge of it. He's basically um, carrying the Bulldogs at the moment, and he did also make it into the Origin squad. So yeah,
And to
you
think
there,
that
bro?
like, next year they're getting Valami Kickout as well. Like,
Oh yeah,
they
yeah,
might actually become a contender next year
yeah.
if
It's
they
been
obviously if they
absolutely a
keep
kick,
this up,
ask for
obviously.
another kick out. Yeah, of course. It's kind of same way as what they lately showed up in the second of the season back in 2019. If you remember, I remember or not, and yeah, somehow the Bulldogs they kept on consistently kept on winning games like they wanted to actually uh, get in top eight. You watch, they'll do the same thing as what they did back in 2019, but let's hope this whole winning consistently thing, uh, this whole hype for next year doesn't actually become a fluke. So, but hopefully it does, since I am a primary supporter, and hopefully they do win a number one spoon
Mm.
uh, next season. Well, still some time, but I mean, I can't really see him getting the one spoon to be honest.
Yeah,
But next season, I hope to do. I hope the Bulldogs like win maybe like one game and that's it. I'm
yeah.
fi- I'm fine with that. Yeah, my top three best players. Number one, it has to be Matt Burton. Absolutely fantastic. Uh, game of player there, man. Number two, there's some pretty big open doors there, but I have to go with Aris Golub actually. He made 293 running meters. What the fuck?
That's actually
What the
nuts.
what? Aris Golub. Oh my god, he's made 61 post contact meters, one line break, one tackle break, two hit ups. What else did? He's got a try there, as we mentioned before. Jacob Carraz was pretty good as well. Uh, oh man, absolutely just fantastic there. Stats there from our Scarlet. And number three, it has to be between Joshua Carr and Jake Amarillo there, but I'll give number three there to Jacob Amarillo there. He scored a double there for the Dogs, and yeah, yeah, he started to really step up there, shifted there from a halfback to fullback, and you know, uh, I'm not sure if he has played fullback there back in his Westfield Sports days and that. If you can correct me or not, or
Mm.
yeah, I'm not sure,
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure either.
yeah, Averillo, absolutely wonderful, and your top three best players there, mate.
Yeah, literally the exact same. Burton, uh, Scalp, and Avarillo. Just 293 run meters. Like that's actually ridiculous.
Wow, yeah.
Because that's like 15
Anyway,
meters
yeah,
a
yeah,
run. Every run he did was like 15 meters. Like that's just unbelievable.
yeah. Unbelievable, man. Absolutely just incredible, man. Anyways, round 15. Review finally done. So let's move on into what's the second one? Oh yeah, second. Okay, the main one. Okay, second one that we are mostly excited to really talk about here is the Step Origin uh, team lineup here. So uh, let's get into it quickly here. So New South Wales here. Uh, Angus Crine there, Apicorosel, Clint Gutherson, Jack Javorovich, John McLean, Josh Wiley, Matt Burton, Telekai, and Raleigh there. All the ins there for the Blues. For the Queensland Maroons there, ins there, Bo Fermor, Corey Oates, Murray Talangi, Rich Walsh, Thomas Flegler, and Tom Deedon. The outs there, Jack Wyden is out there due to him having COVID. Katoni Staggs has been has been dropped or is it injured? Has been dropped there, Staggs.
I think Stags has just been dropped actually.
Yeah, yeah. RCG also dropped Madison. Some people have actually said it does it doesn't make sense of Madison really really dropping him. But in my opinion, Ryan Madison uh did absolutely fuck all last week. All you just did is like take like run ups and this and that. So honestly, I'm glad that he's gone. Tarek Sims, I'm glad that he's gone. Absolutely just overrated. So yeah, yeah, a bit overrated. And yeah, I'm very happy that 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 Ains Crichton is finally in there. Uh and yeah, well, but John McLean, what the fuck is he doing there? Like, like again, like he had a pretty good game there against Dragons, but like whatever, performance they they that he has really done in the Origin level. Like, I don't really understand that, but Matt Burton and I said it from our last episode, I think. I said that Matt Burton is not ready for Origin yet, and I told you, and I told all the viewers, right, that um Matt Burton will play Origin next year. He's too young. Yes and no. He is a young player, but he's made it. He's finally made it. But let's see if he has been named in the sign lineup. But for Queensland, there, uh, both Fermor, I'm actually not surprised. He was actually pretty good there, for the Titans, as we uh, I, I reviewed it before. But Murray Talangi, absolutely fantastic there for the Cowboys. Rich Walsh, uh, a bit mixed, but he's there. Thomas Flegler, very strengthened play there for the Maroons. Tom Dearden, his his kicking game was absolutely just fantastic there. Uh, lately, and Ruben Cotter has been injured there for about like 5 weeks, so
Mm.
he will be missing the whole series there. So uh, our mate League Cowboys will not be ejaculating for the rest of the series. Xavier Coates, uh, I'm glad that he's gone for the Maroons, but yeah, do you want to go through starting team because I'm starting around breath, mate. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You want me to go through them?
yeah, sure thing,
Yeah,
mate.
bro. So
Be right
so
back.
the live team list as of the 20th of June, because obviously everything is subjected to change. So for the New South Wales Blues, you've got James Tedesco starting at fullback. You've got Brian Tyler and Daniel Tupou on the wings, with Matt Burton and Stephen Crichton in the centres. You've got Jerome Luai at 5'8", with Nathan Cleary at halfback. You've got Payne Haas and Jake Trbojevic in the props, with Apisai Coruscant in the hooker role. You've got Cameron Murray and Liam Martin in the second row, with Isaiah Yeo at lock. Interchange currently consists of Damien Cook, Angus Crichton, Junior Paulo, and Sersi Vitalikai. And the current reserves are Joseph Suwali, Jordan McLean, Clinton Gutherson, Victor Radley, and Nico Hines. And for the Queensland Maroons, the lineup is Callum Ponga at fullback, with Selwyn Cobbo, Murray Talagi on the wings, with Valentine Holmes and Dane Gagai in the centres. Cameron Munster at 5'8", with Daly Cherry Evans at halfback. Lindsay Collin and Josh Papali'i in the prop roles, with Ben Hunt at hooker. Kurt Capewell and Felice Kafusi in the second row, with Tina Fasor Malawi at lock. Interchange consists of Harry Grant, Jai Arrow, Patrick Carrigan, and Jeremiah Nanai. And the reserves are Thomas Flegler, Beau Fermor, Corey Oates, Reece Walsh, and Tom Dearden.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely fantastic. side there.
Mm.
Once again, I don't understand why Talakai is there. I mean, like, I feel like that Talakai was the most overhyped person so player to really to really be picked there for Origin. So I'll see how I'll see, I'll see how he goes. But yeah, yeah, Aang's Ryan there in the bench. I'm I'm actually pretty happy that he is uh being picked there for the Blues there. So hopefully he can make those those offloads there and those run meters as well. Those those post contact meters there for the Blues themselves. Devin Cook there being named there as of our utility there. Pretty good there. Uh, being replaced there by Abby Coruscant, which personally for me, Coruscant has a much more better running game than what Devin Cook does. Our dummy half, and Joseph Vojovic finally he's starting in the front row. I, I have I have heard that some people are a bit mixed with this, but um no yeah, finally he can have much more ball there. Uh Jake himself, and he can finally get those great impact of runs there for the Blues, and hopefully he can make his big brother Tom Dvorovich proud there. But Daniel Tupou, why the hell is he there again?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea indeed. Brad Burton there starting there in the centres, and I gotta be honest, man. Listen, look, I'm not like fully not confident that we are going into this game. I'm in the West there at Perth, but yeah, Freddie's picks. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, uh, I don't know about this, but it's looking a much more stronger side actually. So hopefully, he knows what he's doing. But the four pack, you know what? As much as I wasn't confident before, looking at four pack, it is a much more big improvement than what it was from last week, in my opinion. So yeah, the bench. I reckon the bench is a much more better addition than what was there from last week as well. But I still think the Queensland bench uh is still better in my
Mm.
opinion. You know, you got uh Nano in there, absolute uh uh, fantastic. Patrick Carrigan, absolute machine.
Mm-hmm.
Jai Arrow there, has been pretty good there for South Sydney. Pre underrated. I'm actually pretty. I'm a little bit of a fan of him, to be honest. Um, I'm Harry Grant
Mm.
once again. Greatest utility there. Tino, fantastic rain machine there from himself. And yeah, same as usual. Starting side there for the Maroons, and yeah, we think uh, of 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 both sides here.
For it's it for the Blues team for me specifically. It's kind of just like it. It seems like what like Freddie has done. It's kind of like what the Blues used to do when Queensland had their 8-year streak. Was just they make a team for game one, and if they don't win, they make about eight or nine changes and then pray it works. But I do trust Freddie. I think Burton very much needed to be in this team. I think Jake Trbojevic is also a good inclusion. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like the interchange of bringing in Talakai might be to try to combat Queensland's bench. Like, I don't know. I did see a lot of people were very confused about Victor Radley being put in the squad because apparently he's
Yeah.
still injured.
Yeah. I don't know why he's been named there. To be honest, like at this point, he's just like being biased in that free Fitler. You know, uh next p- next player I bet he will pick maybe Spencer Leniu, bloody Taylor May,
Yeah.
or even Isaac Tager. Like he's just being biased, man, at the moment. Uh uh Free Fitler. And as I said before, and I'll say again, Freddie, he loves picking his favorites, man, and he's doing it again. He is doing it again, and I am not happy. And well, it's still good. It's still a good side, but hopefully, we can win this. So, but it ain't gonna be, um, but it ain't gonna be easy. Even though I would have a good record, um, I'm over there at Perth. I do think that we we really need to stay composed there. Um, I'm over there at Perth. So,
Yeah.
I mean, last year thoughts here before we go into the next one, because we quickly go like end off here
Yeah.
because it's getting quite late here.
Yeah.
As we are recording it.
I like to be optimistic. I would probably say that this will be the games where, like, obviously the Blues know if they lose, the series is over.
Mm,
Don't know if Queensland are going to go as hard because they have the power play that, even if they don't go well in game two, the decider has to be in Brisbane. So I will
yeah,
say Blues by 6, but I'm not that confident to be
me
completely
too.
honest.
All right, yeah. Okay, so quickly, we are going to quickly go through our fantasy uh our review, and then we will do the restaurant tips there quickly as well. All right, so do you want to go first, mate, or do you want me to go first?
Uh, you can go first if you want.
All right, sure. All right, so Rimani scored me 42 points. Max King scored me 51 points. Madison scored me 57. Papali scored me 49. That Butcher scored me 12 points. Dano scored me 42. Matt Bird scored me 49. Cleary has scored me 79. Just remind that as a captain scored me 180 points there. Stephen Cryan scored me 54. Uh, Nicholas Heinz there. As a vice captain, scored me 83. Edwards scored me 61. Tedesco scored me 42. Randall scored me 53. Jacob Rillo scored me 47. Lachlan Ilias got -3. Jacob Carraz got me 49. And I believe our man got some points there. Yeah, scored a, a 37 there. Jacob Carraz, and uh, that's it. Okay, so quickly go through my side here. Uh, got eight, got eight, got 887 points here, so not bad. But the ins and outs, once again, looking Illis there, not not having the best game there from himself there, especially suffocating through uh, through the Dragons there, and Jacob Rillo absolutely fantastic there for the Bulldogs, but. Um, I feel like my forwards there would be off there, so I am trying to get Cameron McInnes there for the next round. Uh, and I'm trying to look for another edge there. Realistically, but my backs are decent. Overall, just Manu, even though he did get fended off there by Sever there on Saturday night. Decent once again, and I'm still pretty happy that I go as of captain still. So yeah, just gonna make a couple changes there. Maybe get Trent Peoples there, or yeah, I'm still trying to trade out Valia there. I still haven't got uh Rhythm there still, so yeah. Overall not bad, and hopefully uh I'm a trade there going into round 16, which there'll be next week. So hopefully this week I can have uh a lot of plans to overtake um one of my mates there in in the Fuller's server. Shout out to them. I'm coming third place, and obviously in your server, I'm coming in at the moment in 21st. So I moved down one place a bit there. With a total there of 12,429 points, and that's my done. So on to yours, mate.
Righto, so starting off, Damien Cook at hooker got me 85 points. Mids, Tina Fasor Malawi got me 64 points. Zach Musgrove got me 35 points. Jacob Saifidi got me 44 points. Sean Kepi got me 10 points. Isaac Targo got me 24 points. Nathan Cleary got me 79 points. Sam Walker got me 32 points. Taylor May got me 51 points. Anari Tawala got me 18. Tedesco got me 84, and he was my captain. Stephen Crichton got me 54, and Nico Hines got me 83 points. And moving on to my bench, Jason Saab got -1. Sam Lasoni got me 28 points. Simonson got me 25 points, and Matt Moylan actually got me 52 points on the bench.
Ooh.
With a full score of 776. So one thing I could definitely see of how I'm going to improve is I might actually put Moylan as a starting half alongside Cleary and move Walker to the bench. I think Moylan's actually he's actually been going really well.
Yeah.
Recently with.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, ha has Matt Moylan actually been playing better than what was at the Parent Panthers, or do you think he still needs some time to get this still?
Um, I don't know. I think he's. I think it's going to probably take a little bit more to get to that level, but he's definitely getting better. Just looking at like past performances, he's pretty much averaged that 59 for the last couple of weeks. So he's in that in the 50s area. So he's actually been pretty decent.
Yeah. Alrighty, so what's the total points there for your fantasy?
It was 767.
And we coming comp at the moment, mate.
Coming 42nd. I've got that position on the vice group at the moment. I've been 42nd this whole time, but it's all good.
Right, let's go with this. All right, so Team A, for the SRM Mind squads. All right, so wait, so is this like a fullback to, or is this like the SR9 squad. I don't fucking know
It's basically a nine.
what's
It's a nine
first
squad.
nine.
Yeah, it's a nine. I think it's
Uh, f- for the mines
yeah,
for the lower division. Okay. Okay. So how does it go again? So number one's fullback and two is wing and three is center and four is uh are the halves, right?
yeah,
So four is 5'8", five is halfback, and six is prop. And then second row, okay. And then seven is hooker, and then number eight is second row, and then number nine is lock.
yeah,
Correct?
yeah. That's correct.
Yeah, yeah. Just make sure. Um, all right. So we're coming through here. All right. Um, all right. So sorry about that, lads. So we are coming through to the SRL Mind Squad. So we thought we could have seen the Origin squad, but obviously, we're going to cut it short there to talk about this from mine squads here. So for Team A, for uh, for Malcolm's meats, he loves his meats indeed. Uh, at fullback there for Team A is Joseph Lama. For the wing, there is Tyrone QI. Centre there it is Marshall Edward there. 5'8" there it is Matthew Vaughan. Halfback there, below Critton. Prop there it is Ruben Blake. Hooker there it is Ryder uh, Chisholm. Second row there it is Brandon Johnston. And the lock there is Mason Brown. For Team B, for the fullback is Cole Collins. Is he related to Jai Collins? Who
Mm.
knows? The winger there, Tia Chapman. Center there, Blake Harris. 5'8", Joseph Black. Halfback, Lucas Correa. Prop, Tia, Tia, Lalua there. Hooker, Rensto, uh, Romeo, Sakaroa, 8, Button, Porsche, and a lock for number 9, Pippi Campbell. Uh, so yeah, which thoughts? I'm on the side there quickly, mate. Two sides.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting new system for the SRL with these rookies.
Mm.
I was also thinking, what has there been a play with the last name of Chisholm in the SRL? Because I swear there has been, unless I'm
I never heard.
okay.
I never heard.
But yeah, if
But
with Kyle
yeah,
Collins, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Blake Harris. Is he related there to Matthew
I
Harris?
think he is. I actually think he is.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Kyle Collins is. I mean, I have spoken to Jai Collins, which AKA uh 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 NRL Jai staff there. YouTube channel. Shout out to him. Go get him to our 400 subs there. I think he is, or so no. Get him to our 500 subs there. Right onto there. So yeah. Um, my tip for this game. First try scorer. I'm just gonna ta- I'm just gonna take a big guess here, and I am going to go for uh Blake Harris, first try scorer. Uh, halftime score here will be Team B up by 6-0. Um, in the match it will be uh man the match. I'm gonna go for hmm, Let's go for oh man, this is hard.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna, I'm actually gonna go for Cole Collins for man of the match. Uh, anytime try scorer will be Marshall um Edwards. Uh, I can see, oh, I can see uh Lucas Correa getting about like uh two try assists. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna call it big there. And I think Cole Collins will run more than than 150 meters there. And full-time score there will be Team B. Winning about like a pretty close one. I'm gonna say that they might actually win this. Oh, I'm not sure actually. I think they might actually win this by 16 points to 12. Yeah.
For my end, if I was to go first, try scorer, I mean, I got to back the I'll go Blake Harris to get the first try. Half time, I think it might be actually quite close. I think I'm going to say 6-all at half time.
Hmm.
You know, both teams obviously all players trying to feel themselves out about how they're going into the season. Man of the match, I might go with Kyle Collins to get man of the match, and I think the team B will go for I think maybe about 18 points to 12
Hmm.
final scoreline.
Alrighty. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, um, is there is there anything else that we missed out on, or do you
Uh,
reckon
do you want to
we should wrap it up?
do you want to do the New Zealand origin for the SRL, or we could just skip that?
No, I think no, no, I think it was no, I think we'll skip that, man.
Yeah, right.
I think the episode is gonna go on
Yeah,
for quite a while. Plus, it is getting late, so
yeah, definitely.
yeah, yeah, I think it's time to wrap it up.
Yep.
So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this has been our sports league here. We're gonna wrap things up here for um episode 4 here for the podcast. So, yep, as always, it has been me as the main host, the sports leader here, and the co-host himself.
Z-Tech 99.
And we shall see you later. And yep, take care. I hope you guys in enjoy the episode and enjoy your weekend of international footy in that. And peace.
I'm coming in hot.